people, oh no, they done canceled the Man Me of the Black Manosphere, man. Just Pearly Things. They done canceled Just Pearly Things. Now, the reason why people are upset at Just Pearly Things is because she interviewed Nick Fuentes. Now, people are just generally upset that she interviewed Nick Fuentes, and they're also upset about certain moments during that podcast that they felt like Just Pearly Things didn't speak up enough. But people are really upset about this one particular clip during that interview that people just can't get over. Let's check it out.
Oh, so you're saying that was the end of Europe being one way, and America being one. That was when more immigration happened and the culture, we sort of lost the culture.
Yeah, because the lesson of World War II, based on the horrors of the Holocaust, is like, this is what happens when nationalism goes awry. This is what happens when nationalism goes too far. But your
argument was the Holocaust was not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. Okay, what do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
I deny some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds, oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're gonna be in trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
Yo. In the words of Umar Johnson, bruh.
I beg your pardon.
Yo, Pearl, a brave soul. Now, here's the thing. Control through trauma has always been a thing. It's always existed. There's never a moment more appropriate for this response. Lord, I thank you. God, I thank you for not giving me that white skin, bruh. Because you can't have nuanced conversations as a white person, bruh. Right off the bat, let's be clear. She's wrong and she's foul for even having that conversation in front of Nick Fuentes. Now, her sentiment in terms of trauma is a way to control, I agree with. And here's my issue. There's 1,000 slave movies, and there's rarely any movies about the black kings, about the ancient black emperors, the conquerors who were black superheroes. And there's a reason why they're pushing the slave movies in front of us, and they're not giving us enough movies about black conquerors, black emperors, black kings, black superheroes, et cetera, and black people who were in a position of power. Pearl would have said that if that white woman would have said that. Bruh, her career would have been on the up and up, bruh. She would have been on Black Twitter being applauded for her honesty, man. But here's where she went wrong, is when she tried to undermine it. Right? Is when she says, yo, like, these movies make slavery look worse than what it really was. What you mean? Listen, there's nothing these movies can do to make slavery worse than what it was, bruh. There's nothing these movies can do to even depict how bad slavery was, right? To even depict the reality of humans being considered 3/5 of a livestock. There's no way you can even depict that, bro. There's no way to even, do that level of trauma justice to where humans have to fight for the right to be humans. You can't depict that enough, right? So not only can you not depict that enough in terms of how severe that trauma was, you damn sure can undermine it. But when that clip hit the internet, Just Pearly Things friends or former friends, O'Shea Du Jacksons and MTR, they held her accountable and they made videos about her.
I'm not going to beat around the bush for this conversation, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Pearl, you f***ed up. You knowingly invited a white supremacist and a self-proclaimed racist onto a platform which is primarily supported by, at least initially, and produced by black people. This comes across as insensitive to downright nasty. And I want to be clear, it's not just inviting said person to the conversation that's upsetting, because conversations with people who don't agree with each other or don't agree with a particular position, if done in a healthy way, can promote civil discourse. But your up was to not only not defend the people who help create the content on your platform, but to also push a narrative that is insensitive and damaging to those very same people.
Listen, let's be clear here. All right, I have no issue with her having a conversation, nor is it Just Pearly Things' job to defend anybody. She messed up by making the comments that she made. I'm holding her accountable for the comments that she made. Us trying to hold her accountable for not defending black people is not her job to defend black people. All right? Like, it's just not, right? Nor is it her job to do a confrontational interview. Her job is to control what comes out of her mouth. And what came out of her mouth was absolute blasphemy. So hold her accountable for that. Holding her accountable for not defending black people or for interviewing Nick Fuentes, I don't think we can, right? I just think that's dumb.
Pearl, you know that your staff is mostly black people. And I'm talking about from a production perspective as well as a talent perspective. You also know that the majority of your content utilizes black people talking about black relationship issues. You could have had black people sitting in the same room with this person in order to combat some of the hellacious things that were coming out of his mouth, or to have a different perspective that would have lent itself well to demonstrate the respect for the people that watch your content and that you employ. I don't think that your platform would be as big as what it is today if it wasn't for the essential utilization of black people, black relationship topics, and black talent.
His sentiments I agree with, right? She was wrong. She was foul for her statements regarding slavery. Now, us going on this deep end and trying to calculate how much he owes black people, to me, is just remedial, and it's not even worth talking about. Because the formula existed, right? The black talking points, the black talent, that formula existed. And those other people don't got 1 million subs, right? Those other people didn't have her work ethic, right? Those Manosphere dudes have been creating content for 2 decades and they got 10,000 subscribers. So for her to take that formula and to get 1 million subs with it is something that she has that they don't. It's something about her. She's the primary reason that her channel is at 1 million. Not because of whatever that black formula is. I'm just saying, right? Now, some black employees of her came to her defense, one of them being King Richie's, but I'll be real, I clicked on his video. As soon as I saw that he was doing an objective analysis of Just Pearly Things comments from her apartment couch in which she films her studio, once I seen that this dude was filming his reaction from her apartment, I said, I'm done with this video, bro. I'm gone, bro. Yo, that's a wild concept, bro. How do you think that you can get that off? How do you think that you can, like, legit have an objective analysis of somebody, an objective opinion of something they said from their couch? Stop it, bro. So I skip past King Rich's. Well, let's go ahead and get to Just Pearly Things herself, all right? She did an apology video, and we're going to review it right now, right? Let's roll the tape.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where I give my thoughts over morning coffee. Today I have a chai tea. I quit coffee. You know, you guys don't care about what I'm drinking. Okay.
The fact that she left that coffee part in was cringe, because that comes off as if, yo, I want y'all to think this video is the most unrehearsed thing ever. It's just me spewing my raw feelings. But it came off as super rehearsed, because that coffee part sounds like she did that about 3 or 4 times. Right? It sounds like that was legit rehearsed.
So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on? So the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad... Well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now, I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb, and I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, you know, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from.
Whenever a content creator tells you that, don't believe them. Do not believe them. When a content creator tells you that, it's cap. Let's be real, bro. If we want to learn about somebody, like, we could go ahead and pick up our phones and do all the research we need to do, right? We could watch a million interviews of them. Listen, like, we can find out exactly where they're coming from. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, bro. We do these interviews for the most part to clout shark. That person is going to bring me a lot of views. Let's do it. Right? So JustPearlyThings did the Nick Fuentes interview to clout shark because Nick Fuentes could bring in a whole new audience. He's controversial. It was going to bring a lot of views and have people talking. And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say, listen, man, the dude bring views, bro. I wanted to bring him on to get the views. I'm sorry the conversation went left, but yo, it was about the views. Bro, just say that, bro. Like, stop the BS, bro. I hate when content creators do this.
So again, racism has no place in society, and I do take accountability for bringing him on. Hindsight's always 20/20. I wrote down some of the complaints that people had. So if I look this way, it's just because I made bullet points of everyone's concerns, and I'm just addressing them. Okay. My Africans, that part. So in the heat of the conversation, I made some remarks to my producer, Blessing. Now, Blessing is a godsend. Okay, Blessing has made the production quality literally phenomenal. He's so talented. And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration. And I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America. Now, I watched it back, guys. It was so cringy. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. I meant my African employees. I just said Africans.
This is where I get kind of really wary when it comes to apology videos, because don't try to soften the blow during the apology. Now, she said when, she was talking about bringing Africans to America, she was talking about her African employees. That could be true, but also expound on exactly what you said. JustPearlyThings stated that she was trying to bring her African employees over here because she said African employees work harder than Black Americans, right? That African employees would take less pay and work hard, and it's just their mindset is a little bit different than Black Americans. And even that itself is disrespectful, because what you mean? Black Americans, foundationally Black Americans, FBA, they built the country that you're able to profit from. They built a country that your, African employees can come to. They're the reasons, right? Their blood, sweat, and tears is why African immigrants are even able to come here, because they marched, they protested, right? You feel me? They urged senators and decision makers to pass these laws to bring African immigrants here when, at that time, it was all European immigrants that were coming through. So you call them lazy, but they're the reasons why you're able to profit the way you're able to profit.
I really respect the African culture. I had no ill will or malice towards any of that. But it sounded absolutely awful. It was so cringy watching back. So it was stupid. It was stupid. The next thing is I've gotten a lot of criticism for, using the Black culture and then I'm going right and leaving it, like that sort of thing. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that seems to be a big point of contention. My intention was never to be, quote unquote leader in the Black manosphere or the manosphere in general. I really have always just looked at the men as the leader. I mean, they're the thought leaders. Let's just be honest. And me, I try to support them in any way I can. I bring them on my show, but saying I'm a leader in the space, I feel like women follow, men lead.
Yo, this is the definition of pick-me-shit, bro. But this is the definition of a pick-me. But I'll be real. Listen, bro, JustPearlyThings is smart, bro. She's saying everything these Black content creators want to hear, bro. Right? These alpha males. She's saying everything these quote-unquote alpha males, Black content creators, Black manosphere dudes want to hear, right? Essentially, what JustPearlyThings just said was, I'm sorry, daddy. That's it. That's essentially what she just said. I'm sorry, daddy. I know no better. Man, come on, bro. Cut it, Pearl.
Now, this was the part that was probably the dumbest part of the whole interview. This was the stupidest, the dumbest. Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now, that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were worse than what was shown on TV. What I was referring to, I like don't even want to tell you guys what I was trying to say because it wasn't what came out and it doesn't even matter. Again, if you watch the full thing, I was more referring to the system of using atrocities to control people. That's what I was trying to say. But
you said that they were embellishing slavery. If you're walking it back, hey, listen, you know, all we can ask people to do, you know, is learn and grow. You feel me? Now, how this would affect Just Pearly Things, I don't know. How it's going to impact her career moving forward, I don't know. I just know that right now she's in a heap of trouble. She messed up severely, you know, and it's up to her audience to either forgive her or to unsubscribe, right? Because me personally, I'm not a daily consumer of Just Pearly Things content, so my opinion really don't matter at all, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man, like what y'all think about this, bro. Do y'all think that Just Pearly Things is really sorry? Is she on the redemption? Is it just a mistake? Can this be forgivable? Let me know, all right? It's your boy, Poetic Flockerman. I'm out of here, man. But before I leave, click on this video right here, right, to find out why Kevin Gates is in a heap of trouble, right? I'm going to see you guys in this video. See y'all soon.